Okay, so today's topic, Nick Wrong is back at it again. For those who are not aware, Nick Wrong is the host of First Things First. And every so often, he'll have a segment where he pretends to be a GM and try to orchestrate trades. And on a previous episode of First Things First, he talked about how he had an inside source that was close to Kyrie Irving representatives and also the Brooklyn Nets organization, basically implying that uh, if Brooklyn trades Kyrie Irving, and where all this is coming from is basically Nick Wrong a couple of weeks ago got put on his trade hat and said that Ben Simmons should demand a trade to Brooklyn, and if Brooklyn's interested in Ben Simmons, they will have to give up Kyrie Irving. All this nonsense. Also, he did a trade proposal with Portland. Dame Dollar is going to be going to the Brooklyn Nets, and all the Brooklyn Nets have to give up is Kyrie Irving. And when all these trade proposals got to the representative for Kyrie Irving's agency, Nick Wrong claimed that they said that if that happens, Kyrie Irving would rather retire than be traded to another team. Now, Nick Wrong, he's always making these proposals, even though the money could probably fit. Several reasons why this trade is not going to happen, is not going to work, because of Kyrie Irving has a great relationship with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant signed an extension with the Brooklyn Nets this offseason in the summer, and the Brooklyn Nets organization knows in order to keep Kevin Durant happy, they're also going to have to sign Kyrie Irving. All right. These two guys are a pair. All right. When free agency began a couple of seasons ago, the only reason why Kevin Durant did not sign with the New York Knicks was New York Knicks was playing a little hardball with Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving took their talent to Brooklyn. All right. And the rest, they say, is history. But anyway, Nick Wrong basically got on his soapbox and going back and forth with Kyrie Irving on social media, as well as his show First Things First. And Kyrie Irving has also thrown a couple of jabs at Nick Wrong, calling him a puppet. And I got a lot of stuff to unfold. First of all, this is not going to happen, folks. For those out there that want Kyrie Irving traded away from the Brooklyn Nets, it's not going to happen. Yes, I know Kyrie Irving has been injury prone. Okay. Yes, I know there's a lot of people out there that would rather see Kyrie Irving on another team. And secretly, there are some members, just a few of them, a handful of them in the Brooklyn Nets organization that will love to see the day where Kyrie Irving is traded someplace else. And because of Kyrie Irving's attitude and wanting to play, wanting not to play, he's really the only player in the NBA that can take games off without no rhyme or reason. Doesn't even have to report to the front office about not showing up for a game. He comes in when he wants to, leave when he wants to, and it rubs a lot of people the wrong way. And it really rubbed the last coach that they had before they signed Steve Kerr the wrong way. And the other players that they just traded away, little by little, they wasn't feeling it as well. I'm pretty sure when the dust settles and when the smoke clears, you're going to be hearing stories about, the players that used to play for the Brooklyn Nets that were rubbed the wrong way about how Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant get these privileges. Now, a lot of people are not going to say too much about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant has won multiple championships, okay, has multiple MVPs, so he gets the opportunity to pick and choose what he wants to do. He runs the organization, all right? However, a lot of people don't see Kyrie Irving in that same light, even though he did win a championship with LeBron James in Cleveland, and he hit the shots of all shots, okay? But they don't consider Kyrie Irving on the same par as a Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving and Nick Wright, they have met. These two guys are not too friendly with each other. They take jabs at one another on social media, and to me, this is not going to happen because of Kevin Durant does not want it to happen, and Kyrie Irving definitely not going to allow it to happen. All right. When you look, also, and this goes to show, and I wanted to say this before I end this video. It just goes to show how less powerful the Players Association is. Could you imagine the Players Union, the Players Association, when they had Chris Paul speaking for them, or a slew of other players that were speaking for them to get where they are today? I know a lot of people want to give it all to LeBron James and say LeBron James was the one who orchestrated, where the superstars get all the power. The superstars been getting all the power, ever since Magic Johnson, even before that. Okay. But nevertheless, if the Players Associate, this just goes to show how the Players Association, the union, isn't as strong as it used to be, and it gets weaker and weaker by the year. And allow a brother to explain to you guys, the Players Association would have already sent an email, would have said something on social media about this, condemning Nick Wright, and yada yada yada. But, still no word on how the Players Association feels about the back and forth between Nick Wright and Kyrie Irving. Also, this shows how little players feel about Kyrie Irving. I feel like there's a lot of players, a lot of superstars that don't speak highly about Kyrie Irving. Notice how no one came to his defense during all this. Okay. I feel like a lot of people are tired of Kyrie Irving and Kyrie Irving's baggage and how Kyrie Irving perceives everything and everybody. He has burned a lot of bridges. He has burned bridges with Cleveland. He has burned bridges with the Boston Celtics. And as of right now, the bridge isn't totally burnt with Brooklyn, and I feel like the Brooklyn Nets organization tolerates Kyrie Irving because they know that Kevin Durant co-signs for Kyrie Irving. But it just goes to show how the power has shifted. The power is no longer in the Players Association or the Players Union. The power is more so with the few that can wield it, which is the superstars. Superstars, superstars command that type of power. If LeBron James would have got on social media and condemned Nick Wright, then you would have seen a slew of other athletes following along LeBron James and condemning Nick Wright. And Nick Wright, they would have forced Nick Wright to apologize if Nick Wright wants to continue to work in the NBA bubble umbrella. Now, Nick Wright is an analyst for Fox Sports 1. he doesn't, necessarily tie himself only to the NBA. He also does other things for other leagues, but you can tell the NBA is his love and also his joy. But it just goes to show how the players union, the players association, the power is they no longer have the power. And now the power has been shifted away from those organizations and more so to the superstars and to the agents. All right. And this also goes to show how little respect a lot of the superstars, a lot of NBA players, a lot of agencies, a lot of GMs, a lot of owners, a lot of coaches, assistant coaches, former and current players feel about Kyrie Irving, because you don't see a mountain of support for Kyrie Irving. All right. So, this, it didn't surprise me none how this story laid out and how this story was orchestrated. And, if I feel like if Nick Wright was with ESPN, I felt like, since ESPN is tied to Disney, they probably would have told him to say something about it and somewhat apologize to Kyrie Irving, or at least apologize to what you said about Kyrie Irving. And that would have been that. Well, so that's all I got for today, guys. Tell me what you think. Rate, comment, subscribe. It's your boy, the host with the most. I'm up out of here. Deuces.